what they call their quad HD camera. And I will tell you, out of all the cameras that we have here from Minolta, this is the one that I would select for a bunch of reasons. One, the clarity is amazing. It's 2.5K. I mean, that's better than most TVs, right? So when you're watching your movies or you're watching your videos and your clips, it's super clear and it's super concise. You can even see license plate numbers. The other thing that I really love about it is that you're getting video documentation for anything that happens on the road. I don't care if it's an accident. Maybe you're going on a trip. You're on a vacation and you're like, boy, I would really love to get some really great video. Well, with this camera, you can do that. Also, it has a lot of built-in features. It has something what they call loop recording, which means you never have to replace a tape or anything like that. We give you an SD card. We give you a USB stick. We give you everything you need to record. And then it'll record for a couple hours, and then it just goes back to the beginning. So you get the most recent stuff that you've done. But look at this. You're driving around in a beautiful place, and you don't even have to worry about taking your eyes off the road because everything is there. Not only that, it has something called parking monitor, which means when you park your car, all right, and you leave it there, it senses motion and automatically turns on when it's either banged or bumped or whatever, or if somebody even walks by your car. And I don't know, there's a lot of built-in cameras cars have, and I don't know a car out there that has that kind of protection. So, number one in the line, 3-inch LCD screen, all right, 160-degree viewing angle, and we are taking $30 off the price. I talked to the guys yesterday. They said, let's do free shipping. And all you need to do is decide what color. It comes in blue. It comes in black. You get your adapter for your car. You get all the ways to record. It's got the sticky tape, so you can stick it right to the windshield, and then you can adjust the angle any way that you want. Joe Harrison, my electronics expert extraordinaire. Hi, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing great. Good
Joe is an expert. He's got a computer science degree, but he's an expert in all things electronics. This is like a lifesaver for some people. I mean, it really is.
Well, you were talking about how great it is to just have that dash cam footage, but now to have a dash cam that actually keeps you out of the accident. This is the first time we've ever done this.
I've never heard of that.
I'm going to play the videos in about 90 seconds, so stay tuned for that. But reason why you want to have a dash cam, every 3 seconds in the United States, somebody's getting into an accident. So since Guy and I have been talking, there have been about 20 accidents. What happens is one person gets out of one car, one person says, you hit me, no, I hit you. Now you're letting this lens, that high definition 2.5K quad view is now going to record it. So it's no longer your story versus someone else's story. This is what's going to keep everybody honest. And anything your eyeball can see, so can your dash cam. This is recording every second while you are on the road. And when you see the footage here, it is absolutely stunning. You're not just recording your lane, you're recording everything. You're recording to the left, to the right. It sees the cars, it sees the license plates, it sees everything you need because it's the sharpest resolution that we've ever had.
Wow.
And I'm just driving through the road here. Now, if I need to pause it and say right here, I can pause it, I can read that license plate. When you get into an accident, the police want to know, okay, what were the driving conditions were like? Well, now there's this construction truck who's right there, and I've got this guy coming there. I've got people that are walking on the side. You see it all because it's that 2.5K quality. But it's not just daytime. This also has a sensor in it that now switches over to nighttime. So now nighttime mode, it seems like the lights are on. It seems like you're back to daylight. You can read the stop signs. You can read the signs there. You can see still the traffic and everything that's going on. Daytime, nighttime, it is the best camera for your all around. But to avoid that accident, it has that sensor that's built into it. And that sensor is analyzing the lanes. It's analyzing the traffic. It's seeing what's going on. And to make sure you're aware that there could be a potential accident, it's going to play this video clip. I'll play it for a second.
Front collision warning.
It now gives you a warning if the car in front of you is going slower than you, so you don't hit it. I'll play it one more time.
Front collision warning.
You now hear that, and this is going to detect and make sure you don't get into that accident. It is incredible having those features built into it. But sometimes you take your eyes off the road just for a second, and you're swerving in and out of the lanes. Maybe you grabbed turning the radio station, the kids are in the back seat, and your eyes are off just for a split second. If it notices you're going out of the lane, you'll hear this.
Lane departure warning.
So now it lets you know, hey, put your eyes back on the road, make sure you're back in the middle of the road and back into your lane. The third one is, if there's somebody that sneaks out, there's somebody's walking in front of your car, or maybe a cyclist, you'll hear this.
Pedestrian collision warning.
So now not only, Guy, are we recording everything that's out there in case there is an accident, now Minolta is trying to make it a safer experience for you so you can avoid that accident altogether. First time we've ever had those features. So if you're looking for a reason to upgrade, it's the video quality, but now it's making you a safer safer driver.
It's like having another driver in the car.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
realistically, because I've had done and sold and presented dash cams for years. I've never seen one like that that actually talks to you and gives you advice while you're driving. If you're a senior out there and you get a little hesitant to go out for a drive because you're like, you know, my skills aren't what they used to be, get one of these. It can definitely has the potential to help you out. So, all that good news. Bad news. Our good news is $30 off, free shipping. Bad news, I started with 1,100. I only have 800 left. So they're going to sell out probably in this presentation with free shipping and handling. And remember, if you have an HSN credit card, or if you don't have one today, you get one, you can take $40 off. Look at that, 780 left. You can take $40 off and get it home for $29.99. You know, it's funny, back in the day when we were kids, none of us had cameras in our cars. Yep. You know, we just kind of were out there for luck and happenstance. Whatever would happen to us would happen to us. But now we have the ability to actually be safer drivers thanks to the electronics like this. And Joe, for the average person, how long does it take to set this up?
Less than 5 minutes.
Yeah,
very simple and easy to do. When you get this at home, there's a little, there's an angled mount that's on here that you now use that little red sticker you see in the bottom right part of the screen there. That is an adhesive that'll attach to the front of your windshield, and that's it. You physically put it in place. The next thing you do is you just plug it in. Now, as soon as you plug it into your car, it's going to start powering it up. The third thing you have to do is there's a memory card slot on the side. We give you the memory card, you insert the memory card into the slot, and now it's going to automatically start recording. That's it. You're done. Less than 5 minutes. Now, as soon as you turn the car on, it's going to automatically start recording. As soon as you turn the car off, it's going to automatically stop recording. As soon as it feels this, boom, like somebody hit you or you got into an accident, you slammed on your brakes, it locks down those 5-minute video clips. That's how you see the clips I have today. It locks those clips down. So now you can go back and show the police. You can show your insurance company, and it records them right there on that memory card. So you can take the memory card out, upload it to your computer. You have it to show the police, to your insurance, whoever needs it, you've got that video proof. You also have that massive 3-inch display. It's on the backside. So if the police officer comes up and says, what happened? You can say, well, officer, I've got the video footage right here. We can go back and look at it in real time so you can see exactly what's going on. Very simple, very easy to use. But if you get into an accident, if it's not your fault, if you get blamed for it, look at the cost today. It's less than $70, one of the best prices we've ever had. But if you get into an accident, it is thousands of dollars that somebody's gonna have to pay. And your insurance premiums are just gonna start going through the roof. And we particularly got this one for my daughter, my daughter's 18. She's been driving for a couple of years, but she's not gonna get the benefit of the doubt. Same thing as our seniors who are driving out there. They also don't get the benefit of the doubt. If somebody's been driving for 20 years and then gets into an accident with my daughter, they're probably gonna believe that person who's been driving 20 years over my daughter. But when you look at this footage and somebody comes in from left and right, you can't dispute that. And because it's in a public roadway, you can absolutely see everything and use this footage in a court of law. Here in Florida, I feel like every single intersection has an attorney's billboard that says, did you just get into an accident?
Oh,
Call
my
me.
gosh.
If that is in your town, you need to have a dash cam. Now, it's also not about just the bad stuff. Guy, we took our kids out to California earlier this year. And we live in flat Florida. Going to California, the mountains, it was gorgeous.
It's like when I went to Sedona, Arizona.
I love so many great parts.
But you can't look at anything because you're driving.
You can't, but this now records everything for you. So I'll go back and watch some of the footage, because take this with you when you go to rent a car too, because those rental car companies will charge your credit card so fast if they see a little ding. This proves that there were no accidents, but the footage that you see there makes it seem so realistic. Like there you are back again driving in California, wherever it happens to be. So it's not just the bad stuff, it is the good stuff too. But then sometimes it's even, crazy things happen while you're driving the road. Like I was just driving through the town here and I was gonna turn to the right. I'm in a construction zone. There are people that are walking right there. It would have let me know that there's a pedestrian warning. This little bulldozer comes around the side. The arm's coming over to the edge. Like there's a lot of stuff that happens where accidents can happen so quickly. This is gonna let you know it's going to prevent that accident because it has features that are built in. So I'm going to show this clip a couple times because as we're walking through here, there's a lot of things that are going on. There are people that are walking in front of me. There's a cyclist, a motorcycle right there. It's going to tell me if I don't see that person walking across the road, it's going to tell me this.
Pedestrian collision warning.
So now there's people walking right there. It's going to say, hey, Joe, you might be looking to left for traffic. There are people that are walking on the right, and it's just enough to turn your eyes so now you hear it. But if somebody is also slammed their brakes in front of you or you're going faster, a guy does this.
Front collision warning.
It now tells you you could be getting to an accident. And those are features that are built into cars that cost $50,000, $60,000, $70,000.
Front collision is your fault.
Yep, front
When you bang
collision
into
is your
somebody
fault.
from behind, it's your fault. You know, Joe knows this story, but many, many years ago, I was driving my car and I had to get out to a median, and there was motorcycles coming down the road. And so I waited. They both put their turn signal on. One turned and the other went straight. And I was like he had decided at the last minute he wasn't going. So I pulled out. He put the bike down. He didn't get hurt. $100,000 is what he got from my insurance company.
Oh my
gosh. Because guess what? He had one of those motorcycle insurance people, or lawyers.
Sure.
And my guy was like, "You're right. He's wrong. I wish you had a camera so we could see it." He said, "But you don't." He goes, "So we're never going to win this case." And to this day, I don't want to tell you what and I stayed with the insurance company because it's USAA, who I love. But my insurance premiums are high.
Starts going up, yeah.
And there's nothing I can do about it.
Right.
If I had a camera in that car, I could have said, "Look, they put their signal light on. They didn't go straight. They didn't go right. They went straight." And that's the whole reason I pulled out into that. I mean, listen, we are very busy. I have about, Kyle, what do I have left? About 650? All right, I got about 670 left, 660, okay? They're gonna sell out. We only have about 4 minutes left. By the way, if you want the black, I got 3 dozen left in black. The black and the blue are almost the same color, so it really doesn't matter. And you get everything that you need. 5 minutes. Joe, talk to me about parking monitor, because I love that feature.
I do too. I was going to just bring up that footage. So we talk a lot about how this is going to, tell your case, tell your story in case you're into an accident. But if your car is parked, have you ever had it where somebody has hit your car? When you go to the grocery store, you come back, there's a big ding, or somebody door dinged your car, and you don't know exactly what happened. Nobody leaves a note anymore. Here I'm parked on the side of the road. I'm going to show you. This guy just walking right in front of my car was enough to turn it on. So it has that sensor that's on there that's constantly monitoring what's going on. And as soon as he walked in front of me, that turned it on. So it could be somebody trying to break in my car. So it could be somebody that hit my car. This guy's coming back. I think he lost his car, but he kept coming back. And that was enough right there to turn that sensor on. So it has all the most advanced technologies that we've offered over the last 10 years here at HSN, but everything, they've just upped it a little bit better. Because the quality of the footage you're seeing there, if I need to show that to the police, they're saying, well, who tried to break into your car? Clearly, I could see exactly what was going on. If somebody hits your car and then they pull away while your car's parked, it's going to record the license plates. That's why that 2.5K video truly matters, because there are a lot of videos that are out there, a lot of dash cams that are out there, and the footage is VCR quality. And you've seen it on the news. They'll say, do you recognize this person? Do you recognize this car? And the video is so poor, it's so grainy, you can't even tell, is that a car, is that an SUV, what color is it? Look at the video there. If I need to pause this, I can clearly see what kind of car that is. I can clearly see there's a cyclist right there. I can see everything. That's why the quality of video matters. So if you've had a dash cam in the past, and you bought one of the early ones we had here, we've had some amazing dash cams, and Minolta is the #1 dash cam manufacturer here at HSN. The reason why you want to upgrade today is you don't have this quality footage. We have never had this quality 2.5K resolution. We've never had something that's been 160 degrees. So notice I'm seeing everything from every angle. It sees as much as what your eye sees. But also it's this guy over here, the cyclist right there. This is now going to give you warnings, safety warnings, which we've never had before. So if it notices I'm going to get close to that cyclist, it gives me these warnings.
Pedestrian collision warning.
It's going to let me know that I'm getting close to that guy. Now, you see the lane that's right there in the middle? If I swerve out of that lane, it's now going to tell me this.
Lane departure warning.
Automatic warnings. Now, if somebody cuts in front of me, or maybe they turn and it's at a red light and I'm going to hit that person, it's going to tell me this.
Front collision warning.
Safety features we've never had before that are built into it that really matter to save your wallet, to save your insurance cost, and so you're not getting blamed for an incident that wasn't your fault.
Let me just tell you, if you're a senior out there, or easier for me to say, if you're a senior out there, and you have issues driving and you're not really comfortable, get one of these things. I'm telling you, the warnings alone, which can help you become a better driver, a safer driver, are worth the investment.
For sure.
Remember, if you have an HSN credit card, if you get a new one today, we'll take $40 off the price. We already dropped $30 off the price. I got 500 left. With everybody online, I probably got 350 left. And the black just sold out. So the only one we have left is the blue right there. Joe Harrison, everybody. Great job.
It's great to see you, man.
Thank you, buddy. Hey, by the way, coming up in our next hour, my good buddy Curtis Stone.